Ever walked away from someone and felt an icky or heavy feeling? Today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite techniques for protecting your energy that you can incorporate into your daily routine. If you haven't watched the first 3 audios in the series, please watch them before doing this one. I'll put the links below in the details. So before we get into it, welcome to the Energy is Everything series. This is episode 4, Different Techniques for Protecting Your Energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Creative 8 Collective. My name is Lyndal, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section, or you can reach out to me directly via email if you want to work with me personally for self-discovery coaching or intuitive readings. Anyway, let's get into it. In this video, I will be talking about the basics of energy protection. The next few episodes, I will be doing different guided visualizations and meditations that you can try out to see what works for you. But this session is more of an overview. In the previous videos, we talked about clearing and grounding your energy. It's important to note that working with the white light will provide a basic level of protection for lower level frequencies. However, if you're wanting something a bit stronger protection-wise, then these videos are for you. I will say as a reminder though, not all techniques will resonate for you. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind without judgment, fear, or bias. Later in the series, I'll be talking about dealing with energetic attacks and interference, but I'll talk separately to this and in more detail later on. These techniques are more of a good starting point to ramp up the protection if you feel that you're about to go into a situation that potentially could be quite low frequency or vibration. So what do I use energy protection for? Well, many things. I work with the violet flame daily, which I'll go into more detail about shortly. But let's say I have a long drive that I need to do, or I'm attending a hospital or a palliative care unit, or even just meeting up with people that are in a different energetic space to where I am, like a work environment or a class. And by the way, guys, there are no judgments here. Each of these scenarios, though, I will protect my energy prior to entering into that situation. Also, we touched on this before in the intro, but when you're highly sensitive and a natural empath, regular energy protection is a must, as you can take on other people's frequencies without even knowing about it. So let's look at some of my favorite techniques. Let's start with the violet flame. This is my daily go-to, as for a long time I've had a close connection with the Ascended Master Saint Germain. So what is the violet flame? Well, without me going into the full history of that amazing Ascended Master and the origins of the violet flame, basically the violet flame was created as a way to quickly transmute and transform energy. Some people will use this as an advanced tool for clearing energy, which it also is. However, I was told during a channeled session with the Ascended Master that it can also be used as a very strong tool for protection. Later in the series, I'll run through how we can use the violet flame for transmuting and targeting stuck energy in an advanced way. But right now, let me share with you how I use it for protection. For those of you who are visual, let's think of it this way. Let's say you're driving in your car, remembering that you, your car, the road, other cars and drivers are all made up of energy. Imagine a beautiful orb of violet flame surrounding yourself and extending out to cover your car and 100 meters in all directions around you and your car. By the violet flame's natural ability to transform and transmute lower level frequencies, And when you ask the energy to maintain, it creates a strong layer of energetic protection for you. Now, I am not saying that we should replace this with driving common sense or think that you are immune to accidents, because if your soul wants you to experience something, you will experience it. But what I will say is once you start to use the violet flame regularly, you will definitely notice a difference. Let me share with you a story. My first ever car accident, I was in a place in my life where I had no balance, and I was trying to control aspects of my life from a place of fear. I was driving on a major road, and as I went past a side street, a woman drove out and hit the back half of my car. What happened next, most people would describe as a miracle. As she hit the back side of my car, it forced my car left, so it was headed straight into a telegraph pole. Somehow, I don't know how, I managed to course correct moments before hitting the pole and ended up swerving around and just missing the medium strip and veering into the oncoming traffic lane on the opposite side of the road, where I somehow managed to pull into the turning lane and stop. There was a traffic controller truck waiting at the lights in front of where my car came to a stop, and they were kind enough to stop the oncoming traffic so that I could pull the car into a driveway and speak with the other driver from the accident. The witnesses that saw what happened said they thought I was dead at nearly 3 different points during the accident: the telegraph pole, the medium strip, and the oncoming traffic. Yet I got out of the car without a scratch on me. Most would say this was a coincidence, but the whole situation around this accident felt like I was being protected energetically, like being held in a safe space by higher frequency energies. I honestly can't explain it any other way. Needless to say, this accident was a massive wake-up call for me and what I would call a tower moment. My soul knew that I needed to have it to learn the lesson, but it also kept me safe, secure, and protected. And that to me is an example of how energetic protection can work. So what's it like and how does it work? Well, when I work with the violet flame, it always comes from the ground up, unlike other energy that comes through my crown and downwards into my body. The frequency and vibration is very high. The best way I can explain it is to say that it's like someone putting a blowtorch under your feet. The energy comes through hot and fast. It can also come through in various shades of violet, ranging from pinks to purples and blues. I asked about this once and I was told that the colour variations are always right for what you need at that point in time. The Ascended Master Saint Germain, who is the keeper of this flame, allows us to use this freely and as and when is needed. Everyone can use the violet flame if you feel that it resonates for you. However, I do find that people that are more aligned to a spiritual belief system seem to find this technique the most beneficial. Each of their own though, yeah? As we don't always and definitely don't need to fit inside any box. Just remember, like with anything, it's important to have gratitude when using it. In the next episode, number 5, I will walk you through a visualization using the violet flame for protection. Another way that may or may not resonate for you is working with energetic mirrors. I find this one a good tool for people that do not resonate with any particular belief system, as it works as more of a visual tool. Energetic mirrors is a powerful tool that can be used to reflect back lower level frequencies to where they've come from. Now, I need to be clear with this one though. It's not done with the intent of anger, animosity, or revenge. It needs to come from a place of love, or otherwise you'll be creating more troubles for yourself. Guys, this is really important to note. So what's it like and how's it work? Well, when I work with the energetic mirrors, it's basically like creating a filter just outside your energetic fields. It can feel like you are looking through two-way glass. You know, the stuff that you can see out of but they can't see into. It works by limiting the types of energies that can influence your field. I'll walk through this in a guided visualization meditation in episode 6, as if it's done incorrectly, it can create a barrier that prevents high vibration frequency energy coming in too. When working with energetic mirrors, you may also find that some people around you don't like it, as it returns back to them what they are putting out. This is particularly so if you are around people that can devour or drain your energy, which some people will refer to as energy vampires. The last technique that I would like to discuss today is working with the angelic realm. This technique may resonate with you if you have a traditional Western culture religious background, though it definitely doesn't exclude everyone else. Angelic energy can be at many different frequencies and vibrations, depending on where and who you're connecting to. We can work with the Elohim, Seraphim, Archangels, Guardian Angels, or even Specialist Angels and some Ascended Masters. As mentioned in the introduction though, lower level frequencies can mask as angelic beings. It's quite common. While we can call in that energy and frequency for protection, until you are familiar with how to challenge, I wouldn't recommend channeling or naturally assuming that the messages that are received when connecting with your angels are all accurate and legitimate. Discernment is an integral part of spiritual integrity, and we will talk more about that and how to challenge in a later podcast. Angelic energy, though very powerful, comes through in various ways. But it all has a soft, gentle, and strong feel for me. It can also suddenly feel very cold in a room when angelic energy is present. Working with the Ascended Masters also has a very different feel. Each Ascended Master I have worked with holds a very different vibration and comes in differently from a sensation perspective. I know quite a few light workers that also work with the vibration of Christ consciousness within the angelic realms, though this combination is not mutually exclusive. So I hope this has helped and given you a bit of an overview of some of the protection techniques that I've used and I continue to use. In the next few episodes, we'll do some guided visualizations and meditations to walk you through these techniques and see if any of them resonate for you. I'm looking forward to connecting with you again next week. And as always, guys, unconditional love from my heart center to yours. See you soon.